Hello, my name is Jason. I'm here to give a few comments on Mr. Patrick Assalone's teachings, his teaching room, and his methodologies and how they work. I came to Patrick about 8 years ago, not knowing anything about the futures market, wanting to trade eagerly, just like many of the people that may be watching this or many people that do trade. After learning some of his methodologies, I tried to fast track the system to try to make money faster. In return, I got burned. I blew up a few accounts. So I put everything back on pause, went back to learn more of his methodologies and pay attention to Pat more. All in all, I wanted to try to make money as fast as I could without learning the proper methodologies. Trading is nothing more than just like earning any kind of degree and or any career. It takes time. One cannot earn an engineering degree, teaching degree, any kind of degree your first week of college. So one must understand that when learning trading. So after my second time of coming back to learn the methodologies of Pat, I took more interest. Once again, tried to fast track again and burnt up more accounts. So all in all, I was well over $50,000 in debt after being stupid and not listening to Patrick's methodologies. I even went to a different trading class to see how different trading rooms operate. I was there a very short period of time and I found out how much I had learned from Pat. I just had not used the methodologies. So I quickly went back to Pat, did everything within simulation, followed his rules, took the time to do it properly. After roughly 12 to 18 months, I went to trading live with a goal of $50 per day, which I know sounds irrational in this day and age. We can spend more than $50 filling up our gas tank nowadays. But I set a small goal. After being able to meet that goal, day after day after day, learning Pat's methodologies, of course my goal went up to $100 per day. And then before we know it, $200 per day. And adding more contracts to trading futures. Fast forward about 3.5 to 4 years after the initial process, I quit my very nice, comfy government job because I was making much more trading and only doing it in half the time. Within 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern, I turned my computer off and started making much more per day than I was working. Now we're 4 years later, in 2019, and within the past 2 years I have grown extremely well within the trading realm. Normally, I still leave at 11:30 to 12 o'clock during the day and make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, sometimes $15,000 per day, depending on what the market conditions are and what I'm in trading. And yes, that number is per day. All this has been derived from using Mr. Assalone's methodologies, being patient, and learning when to trade, when not to trade, how to manage risk, and where to take off profits. I would not be where I am today if it would not be for Patrick Assalone. I would have blown up my account, spent much more money, and I would still be working for someone else, being miserable in the job industry. So, for anyone that is interested, I highly suggest and or recommend Mr. Patrick Assalone and his methodologies if you're interested in trading. But again, This takes time. Wall Street is not a friendly place. as anyone that trades and or invests will know. So Mr. Assalone can teach the proper methodologies with proper risk management, which is number one key, to be able to maximize your profits. Once again, my name is Jason, and again, after 8 years, I cannot thank Mr. Assalone enough for the teachings that he has put out to myself and many, many hundreds, if not thousands, of other students that do exactly the same thing I do every day. Thank you.